Hi, welcome to Code. This is day 19 of 100 days of code, and the question for today is called implement strstr. So let me just read the question first, and we'll then move on to the approach. So here goes the question. Your task is to implement the function strstr. The function takes two strings as arguments, s and x. So those are the names of the strings, and locates the occurrence of string x in the string s. The function returns an integer denoting the first occurrence of the string x in s, and it is using zero based indexing. So what exactly is the question? We are given two strings, okay, one is s, another one is x. The naming might be quite confusing. I don't know why they chose these two names, so let it be there, or maybe we'll call this t. Okay, so the second one is t. So we have two strings s and t, and you are supposed to find the place at which the string t occurs in s. Okay, so in this case the output is -1, meaning that the string fr doesn't occur in string s. Okay, but let me give you another string. Maybe we'll call this t2, okay, and which is for. Okay, so this is the string t2 which is for, and you can say that this is the place where string t2 has occurred in string s. Okay, and if you see the indexing, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 5. Okay, so the output that you would have returned is 5. Return 5 because that is the index at which the string t2 is starting in s. Okay, and it actually is the exact string, right? The string t2 is actually present in s, unlike t1, because it's just fr, and that string is not present in s. Okay, so this is the question. Now what you're going to do is that we are going to use a for loop, and we'll try to solve this. Okay, so we are just going to have two pointers. Pointers, this is just a variable denoting the index and not the address one. Okay, so let me just write this s string again. So g e e k s f o and r. Maybe I'll just stop it here. Okay, so we don't care about the rest of the string. So I'm having a pointer here, and let it be I. Okay, so the pointer I starts here, and its initial value is 0. Okay, we'll have another pointer, and maybe we'll call it j, and it is going to start at the 0th index of the string t. Okay, so it is going to start at the 0th index of string t. Now what you're going to see is that if s of I is equal to t of j, so this is the condition that you are going to check. Okay, so this is not code, you don't have to worry about the syntax, I'm just giving you the logic. So if s of I is equal to t, so it means that the first character of both these are equal. Okay, so only if this condition is met, you are going to check for the subsequent characters. Okay, so this is the initial condition. So we are going to iterate through these numbers or through the characters in the string, and we are going to see if s of I is equal to t of j. Okay, so t is here now, I is here now, and is s of I is equal to t of j? No, it is not. So we are going to increment the value of I. Now I will be here, again it is not. I will move on to here, it will not. It is here, it is here, and it will come to this place, and at this index, okay, which is index number 5, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. At index 5, you will see that this condition is satisfied. Okay, s of I is equal to t of j. This condition has been satisfied. So in that case, for the next so many characters. So how long is that? It will be the length of t2. Okay, so in this case the length of t2 is 3. So for the next 3 characters you are going to see if s of I is in fact equal to t of j. Okay, so this is the next 3 characters, right? This is the next 3 characters, and for these 3 characters you are going to see if s of I is equal to t of j, and if all those 3 characters are same, you will return 5 as the output, because that is the index at which the string t starts in string s, right? So you will return 5 as the output, and even if any single character is not same, you can return -1, meaning that the string is not existing here. Okay, and like you'll return it at the end. Okay, after going through the entire string you will return it, not when you see one particular character not being matched. Okay, so this is the logic. Now we'll move on to geeks for geeks and try to solve this. So we are just going to complete this function str. We have the strings s and x, so I'll just rename this to t, okay, for simplicity's sake and for avoiding confusion. Okay, so we had two pointing variables, right? One being I, another being j. Now I'll just write a loop for I, okay, because we are iterating through the string obviously, right? So I equals 0, I less than s dot size, okay, I less than s dot size, and I plus plus. So this is the loop for I, and it is going to traverse the entire string s, and inside this you are going to see if s of I is equal to t of 0. Okay, so this is the condition I am going to check, okay, because we are checking if the first character of these strings are same. Okay, the first character of the string t and some character in the string s is same. Only if the first character is same, you can then proceed to check on with other characters, right? So if you are seeing, we are trying to see if we encounter the first character in string t in string s. If that is the case, you can write another loop inside this, okay, int j equals 0, because j is the variable that you are going to use to loop through the string t. Okay, j equals 0 and j less than t dot size, because t is the size of the, t is the string that you are going to find if it is present in s, right? So t dot size and j plus plus, okay, and now we are going to see if s of I plus j, okay, s of I plus j is equal to s of j. So this might be quite confusing, let me explain. So we are currently present at ith index, okay, and you have found that the character at ith index is same as the 0th character in the string t, okay, so these both characters have matched. Now the value of I is not being changed, but you have to see the consequent characters are same in both these substrings, okay. So for that you are making the value of I as constant and you are adding j to it, okay, because j is another variable that is looping through this, right? So we are just adding j to it, meaning that s of I plus j will be the next character and the character next to that when you try to compare these two strings, okay. So we are checking if s of I plus j is equal to s of j. If it is the case, you are just going to continue, okay, see through all these things. If it is not, you can just break out of this, okay. Break out of this meaning you will break out of this inner loop, okay, fine. And you have to check one more thing. If these characters are same, you have to see that you have reached the end of string t, okay. Only then it means that every single character in string t is present in the very same order in string s, okay. So we are going to check another condition as well, that is if j is equal to t dot size minus 1. If j equals t dot size minus 1, in the sense j has reached the end of the string, okay. So all these characters are same. In that condition you can just return I, okay, because that is the index that your current substring is starting at, okay. You are just going to return I. And if all these conditions have never met, outside of the for loop you can just return -1, meaning that the substring is not present. Okay, there was this very small mistake that I've checked. If s of I plus j is equal to s of j, it should be t of j. So we have changed that now. We'll say now we'll try to run this and see if it works. So all test cases have passed and the code is working fine. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And thank you so much for watching. See you on tomorrow's episode of 100 Days of Code. Bye for now.